Hi, thanks for joining me today. Have you got an adult stepchild that your partner prioritises and overindulges even now? Subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, and I'll let you know every time I post. So when you're in a situation where you have a partner who has adult children and whom your partner overindulges or prioritizes, or the child is particularly rude to you, there are probably three main options you have. One is to plan things and structure things as well as possible so they are managed and contained and it's as okay as possible. Number two is to talk about it, communicate in some way, challenge them on something. And the third way is to talk to your partner about it. So let's just go through each of those three. First of all, planning and structuring things. When you've got time with your stepchild and their adult, manage it. Manage the time commitment you're going to need, where it's going to all happen. Are they going to come to you? Are you going to go to them? Plan exactly when they're coming, when they're leaving, what's expected, and anticipate in advance any difficulties and think about them so that they cause least disruption and you're least upset by it. So if you're upset every time they visit, then perhaps you can work out how often per annum they do visit. Maybe they visit 6 times a year. Sometimes they visit once a week. I don't know. But maybe you could arrange to be there for half of those times instead of all of those times. Or you contain it in some way and just allocate the time and then time lock it. You give away that day of your life and you entertain or whatever you're doing, and then you're free again. The second thing is to challenge them ever so slightly. And here again, I don't know quite what this would mean for you. But when they come up with a disparaging remark or something unpleasant, just give them a look. And don't let it pass without you showing surprise at what they've said, or mild sort of, I don't really agree with that type of look. It is worth doing this because it can make somebody think. It is worth doing it. And then also on this point, if you have a particularly bad run at things, it is maybe possible for you to sort of, when you're on your own with them, to say, I've done my best today to make it a good day, but you still seem whatever. Just draw some stuff out of them and make them think about the effects of what they're doing. The other important point on this is, when you dislike your stepchild, it's very easy to become very critical of them and to expect that they'll do the same thing the next time and the next time and the next time. And I would say here, as a step-parent, it's very important that you find things to praise about your stepchild as well, because then they will take your criticism so much better. If you aim for a 3-to-1, it's a good thing to do. So you compliment them about 3 good things they're doing, or 3 nice things, or 3 achievements, or 3 successes, something, 3 positives. And then you can come in with something a little bit negative and they'll accept it from you. If all you do is criticise, they'll be ready for it and they'll have their guards up and blank you, and you won't get anywhere. Really consider doing the 3-to-1. In step parenting, it really works. And anything negative you say will be much more accepted if you've done the 3-to-1. And finally, your partner. Why is your partner prioritising their adult child over you, their relationship? Why are they indulging their child? And I would even go as far to say that actually it doesn't do your adult child any good to indulge them, to give them favours, to treat them as a priority over you. It gives the wrong steer. It's not helpful. It's not good for the child. It means they're going to get on less well with other relationships and in their jobs and things. Why would they? Because they expect then to be the favoured one all the time and want the entitlement. And when they don't get it from others, they have difficulties. So with your partner, try and understand where this is coming from. Often it's feelings of guilt from what happened earlier on in the adult's childhood when the family split up or something. But really, your partner's doing them no favours if they're carrying on overindulging them. So see if you can't, A, understand it from your partner's perspective, but also point out the consequences of them overindulging their child or prioritising them. Think about it, and then when you see it, say it. So not right at the time, choose a time when the child is not around, but talk to your partner about the short-term, often it's seen as short-term benefits to what they're doing, giving them a favour, giving them money, giving them whatever. Short-term benefit, but there's often a long-term disadvantage to them having been treated like that. And you are often in a unique position to point this out to your partner. And that is well worth doing. With adult stepchildren, it can be very unpleasant, but try and limit the damage that they can do to your relationship and stay strong. Keep doing the good things you like doing with your partner and keep going. Don't let it intervene and take steps so it doesn't. We run workshops, sessions, and email response service, and we write booklets. Look for the description box below for links to our social media and website.